has any context, no one understands anything. I'm just playing a game that now I understand and enjoy. So, I've heard a lot of people complaining about this game. I also complain about this game. But I think once you figure out the goal of the game, you get to enjoy it slightly better. It's not a bad game by any means, and I really love the mechanics. Some of the mechanics of the game, and some of the ways they handle the stuff like great weapons and things like that. It's actually pretty interesting. This mechanic specifically, right, the drifting to the other world, while can sometimes it can be tedious, it is fun. I'm actually enjoying it. To avoid the whole sliding issue, like fighting, don't use great swords. Use spears, they're much better. Then you don't slide, unless, slide as much at least. Unless you don't attack. In that case, that's your choice. I don't know what is the way to I just beat the boss here. Big duty duty. Sad. He had a big arm, angry arm inside of him. I'm very happy. I actually have no clue where to go. It's not a great start to a video, is it? Not knowing where to go. There? I'll use a route there too. Is that a... Yes, it is. Checkpoint. Right. Perfect. Right, so we can do it from here. Oh. So this allows me to veer into other worlds. Other world called Humble, which allows me to interact with the world around me slightly differently, but it's also a dangerous place, so to speak. Like, for example, this. About the spear, I guess we keep this distance. Also, other people complain about the whole collecting souls. Even if you're at the other end of the screen, if you do this, they come to you. I was actually worried they wouldn't come to me because they're nothing here. Why would you want to... Okay, so you can put a checkpoint wherever you want. Checkpoint, but I just came for one and there was nothing dangerous in between. It doesn't really make any sense for you to waste it. So sometimes they just bait you for some reason, and it's a limited resource. Someone's attacking. If you are locked on something, your dodge actually becomes a side step rather than a wall, which is not bad because you still get good items out of it, so it doesn't really matter. The actual So, for example, let's say that this guy is now... This game really loves ambushing kind of style of attacks or patterns when it comes to mob placement. And this is where the bow... sorry. And this is where the bow comes into play. Right? Where basically I don't want to risk being ambushed, and this is how strong the bow is. Right? It's not as weak as stuff like... not as weak as Elder Ring. What? Oh, I got all of it. No, 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 I'm not gonna die. No, not like this. Don't kick me, that's rude. Alright, so they revealed to me that there's a secret passage here. Good thing to be good at. This is bad. I don't want to die again. You let me through. Oh, he's poison. Yeah, so this weapon also has poison to it. Which is cool. It's strong actually in this game, since that's effective. It's strong. I now lost. I don't understand where I am. I dislike being Umbro for no reason, and I think I only went into Umbro because I was getting hit while I was trying to undo the chain, the Umbro chain from this guard. This strong. So to avoid the hassle, I'll just rest. So it is hassle, to be honest, to be an Umbro without a reason, because of the amount of mobs that spawn around you. This is one of my gripes with the game. But as long as you can avoid going to Umbro when it's not necessary, and then you can go back and explore later, however you prefer, then the game is acceptable. So now the amount of mobs is acceptable, right? It's nothing. Like 1, 2 things. This guy hidden here, and like guy behind this wall. Right, now he's poisoned as well. That matters on weaker enemies. So basically the game is okay-ish with its mob count, as long as you're not an Umbro. The moment you're an Umbro, the mob count becomes disproportionate basically. But it's a second chance at life at the same time, so it's like acceptable, I would say. The only problem is what do I say? Is the times where they basically force you to go into Umbro. Not when you get hit while you have the lamp out. That's annoying, but it's acceptable at the same time. If I do this and then I get hit while I'm doing that, I get sent into Umbro. But I mean the times where basically you have to be in Umbro to be able to traverse the next section. That part of it. Again, they really love this ambushing style, so even if someone is out in the clear like that, you can one-shot him with an arrow, even if he has the Umbro buff on him. Just do it, right? Because most likely someone is waiting on the left side here to ambush me when I run down. There you go. Something's gonna try and be very mean to me from very far away, and I don't want to do it. So I'll wait until he's in a much favorable position right here, and then I'll just yammer him with my arrows. And the arrows basically get refilled every time you rest. Very convenient, but you can also refill them without it. Damage is not a joke, right? It's a decent chunk of damage. I hope he is now approaching me. Because also many of the mobs are as strong as this guy, and he's very strong. you get to basically punish him this hard, right, from that far away, I think it's fair. Like if I fought him head on right there, and then for example this guy started also hitting me from the side, and then something else happened, and then another one spawned, and sometimes that becomes really unbearable because it's a strong enemy that used to be a boss once, but now it's just a mob, right? And given that the moveset is completely unchanged, it is basically as hard as it was as a boss, but now in a mob form and with less HP. So in that case, I would rather just fight it on my terms. Anyway, these butterflies indicate that there is the path you're using going to Umbrel. But usually I love to leave that till the end, or until I really have to go to Umbrel. They are now again offering me to put a checkpoint here, but again this resource is limited. It doesn't make any sense for me to actually use it. This skeleton would allow me to leave Umbrel after I go inside of it. Very useful to notice here. Again, this guy has an Umbrel bugging on it, which makes it stronger, but I can one-shot him with a bow, so no need for me to actually put myself in harm's way. This guy cannot actually one-shot him in that regard, so... I think I dodged that, but the game didn't do that very well. Anyway. Again, this guy, I can fight him fair and square, but I don't have a reason to do so. I just do this. Right, so as you can see in Umbrel, there was a, I don't know if you could see it, I could get a glimpse of it, so I know it's there. There's the monster, and this seems like it's a mimic, because you see how much it's twitching. So, yep. So that's basically this game's version of mimicking, is that the thing is twitching a bit too hard. And then the mimic would send you immediately into Umbrel, and if you actually try to open a mimic in Umbrel, you just die on the spot. I don't think don't know if it matters how much you try. This is actually bad because I can't aim on her. And I really want to aim on her. What? What was that? So even though they are buffed by this Umbrel bug or whatever, I can still power through that sometimes. And sometimes that's a better option to simply power through. I don't know which kind of mob this is. I think it's the witch lady. But again, no need to put myself in harm's way if I can just one-shot her all the way from here. Probably it's not a one-shot, but you know what I mean. And then I can also farm her from here. And now I realize there's actually an important item in Umbrel right now. When I switch to Umbrel, I can see it. So I will have to eventually go into Umbrel to be able to collect that item and fight off all the bandits. But I like doing that on my terms, not on the game's terms. Right? That's the typical sort of thing I like. Yeah. Ow! Play Dark Souls. Doesn't discourage me, would make me panic. This kind of mode. Is not even mimic? Fast through here. Okay. Why did you do it? Oh. So then since there's no danger here, I can actually collect these things. Otherwise, I wouldn't risk it because if something attacks you again while you're looking into or veering into Umbral, you basically get kicked. So now I'm in a situation where I have too many vigor episodes, and in all honesty, I don't want to actually risk this much vigor to continue through. Now I know any weakling or any form of ward that basically conforms to that the equivalent of weakling, but I don't care. Do the thing that I think makes sense and level up first before I continue. Now, one cool thing about this game is that they allow you to actually level up without resting. Absolute Dark Souls does not do that. So if you decide to level up Dark Souls, you just have to rest. Resting. I don't know the numbers, so I prefer this one. Increases physical damage and physical damage, rather than just reducing the maximum health and taking the damage. Depending on, I don't know the numbers. But basically what I'm looking for here is an item that gives me the last few sips of vigor or souls that I need to level up. Sadly, I don't have any. Now I have two options. I either allow everything I just killed to respawn, to be ulted, or since I know that the skull spawns exactly here, also before, I can actually risk it. Put myself into Umbral, look around a little bit, what the situation is, what I actually do. My movements, so it's how it's going up. That was not making any sense if it's not a bit staggered. Okay. Again, I can just leave. Oh, now I would just leave, I think. And what do I risk? I think I risk it, even though I have nothing. I think there was only, yeah, this guy. He's annoying. I'm annoyed by it. Bad. Now the one thing that I actually went into Umbral for is which allowed me to level up my healing flask, so to speak. And now I have no reason to store it. So I will leave them. Now not using this card because I will leave it in that spell because it's perfect. You have iframes while you're doing that animation, but if something is too close to it, you actually cannot use it. So basically, like Dark Souls 1, the bonfire shuts down enemies way too close by. Now here is the cool mechanic of being able to just level up and don't care about the world. So I can either level vitality, which makes no sense, or strength. I feel like I want to put strength a bit just slightly higher because I feel like the enemies that should die to one-shots from my spear are not dying to one-shots. Now, some people may say I'm over level for this area. I think I am. But I did find a spot that allows me to, you know, get about 3,000 souls or 3,000 vigor in like 5 minutes. Or like when I really need to. Like, I don't actually sit there and farm, but when I really need to, I'll just go do that because it makes sense, right? If I'm at 3,000 vigor and I need 2,000 more to be able to level up, I will go do that. Rather than just risk the 3,000. This guy used to be a boss. Again, I can fight him fair and square. I don't have it. Right? That's the beauty. He's actually taking a ton of damage from my bow. Right? If I max it out. Oh, damn. Now, why do I not try to fight these people fair and square or worry about it? See what I just got from him? I got 500. Big 500 souls. This big dude, with all of his power and all of his might, I only got 500. Which gives me back this ammunition pouch, for example. If I want to buy an ammunition pouch, that's 500. And that's equivalent also to the bellhead or the spiky head mob, which is way weaker. And you can find way earlier on, right? And that's basically the farming spot I'm talking about. That has this guy that gives also 500 but dies way faster. So it doesn't really, like, it doesn't make sense for me to actually try and kill these mobs normally. Actually try to farm them. Because while you obviously didn't get to see him do anything because I was fighting him from far away, it is an annoying mob character, right? He's not easy to kill. And that makes it a little bit annoying. He was good as a boss. As a boss, he was fun to fight. As a mob character, with a lot of people around, a lot of other people around and such, not so much. So I think I'm going to wait forward here this time. Actually, I think a seedling here makes some sense because I don't want to face all of that again. But I feel like I can risk it. Because it's also not that far away and you can just run through it without giving up. Wait, did I just go back? What? I think I just went back. But I saw mine. Nice, that's for upgrading. Is this an umbrella? Do I need to jump? I made the jump because it seemed like the game actually expected me to be able to. Oh, it actually opens from this side. Oh, memory. Which means I need to actually go into Umbro. Now again, I can fight this guy, but I don't know what is waiting for me around the corner. See? I didn't actually see this guy. And it also staggers him. You know what? I think I can actually fight him melee if he keeps being stupid. No, no need to. Just wait back out of position. Means I can deal this much damage to him. And I can actually stagger him. Anyway, I did not know that he actually keeps shooting if you just hesitate that you just run out of fuel. But anyway, I think I can just especially after he's done with this. I'm not trying to. Nice try, but no. You're not going to embarrass me. So again, this guy also gives like 500, right? Which is not. You see this dog? Can kill a dog easy as well if I really want to. But I can also kill him like this. And then I don't get ambushed. Right? Basically, I'm the one doing the ambush. Right. And now I have the skull over here, which means I can actually safely go into Umbro and see this memory. Because I need to be in Umbro to see this memory. Apparently there is a way down. So we have 2 passes to go. But first, I'll see the memory and then go into Umbro. Sorry, I'll see the memory and then go into Umbro.
Honored nobles and fellow visionaries, you placed your trust in me. And did I not deliver on all of my promises? Your coffers overflow. Your influence has never been greater. And your every little desire and indulgence are fulfilled. As you deserve. As it should be. And while there are those who look upon us with contempt, who call us decadent, callous, depraved, these are merely the ignorant and envious whinings of the irrelevant. And what you have achieved so far, thanks to my guidance, well, that is merely the beginning.
But I know where I'll be going. Out to Umbro. Nice. Now, you don't... Oh. That is definitely a mimic. That is definitely... I was actually sure. Alright. Like when I saw it from far away the first time, I was not sure. Okay, so now there are multiple ways to go. You can go up, you can go down, or down over there. And I don't have any healing. I'll show you that. So I have to choose the way of least resistance. Okay, so it seems here is oil glow. Interesting. Go up here. Good. Now I can either go down to this side, or maybe from the other side. Maybe they need to go to different places. I'm about to go to this side. There's an Umbro. Well, if you move, I'll just go back. And I think this is the other way down here. This will lead me back to where the memory was. Yep. Perfect. I'm very tempted to use a seedling here. Very much tempted to use a seedling. So while the game does seem like a maze most of the time, it's actually, once you relax a little bit, it's actually pretty straightforward. And to collect the soul. Oh, I didn't know that you can actually like aim at these. There's another flower bed down there, which might be That's the thing about this game as well, is the whole seedling thing. They keep tempting you, like, oh, put it here, put it here. Oh, what about here, what about here? And you basically have to make the seed. Which means there's a chance there's a boss nearby. And exactly I think I see the nearest there. I only have 2 of them now, so I have to be very careful. I've wasted a couple of seedlings recently. Which I just like this. Right? That was an answer. Apparently I'm fine now. And the most scary thing, to be honest, when using this seeding is, like, for example, opening this gate and then finding a vestige immediately behind it. That's like the saddest thing that can happen. By the way, my weapon is level 5 or plus 5, which is halfway through the weapon maxing, even though I only finished 1 of the 5 bosses. So, as I just said, most disheartening thing that can happen is exactly what just happened to me. Using a seedling, getting baited, and then immediately finding a vestige. That's like the saddest thing. This probably is not gonna happen open from here, so I'll shortcut on that. Oh, okay, no, I just need a key to deactivate it. Which I actually had to know how to obtain that. So, I think I'll end the video here because that's a sad note for me, to be honest. But maybe I'll go first wrap to the hub. The hub of this game is not bad. It's decent. It's not the best, I'd say.
Our holy work continues,
added,
Lambearer.
damn, I need 2 of them.
Let Aureus's will be done.
They actually added an update where you can actually have a chest, which I really, really appreciate, to put stuff in. Because I do not enjoy not having a chest. I do not like to carry too many things. I'll be selling this weapon. I like to only carry the things that I will be selling this. Carry the thing that I actually do intend to use as of now or at some point in the game. Oh, 280! Oh, but it uses 3 ammo. Man, 100 more, which is more than 50% of this thing's damage. So basically, but this guy has bleed on it. I mean, bleed, 30 bleed, you learn is nothing really. Yeah, I'll keep it on. There's no need to throw it away. All your damage types, sorcery, allows you to summon sword over deal within yourself, damaging nearby enemies. I don't play from nearby positions, so no. This one requires 22 Inferno. I'm not planning to go this high on Inferno. This one I cannot sell, so apparently you can get duplicate spells, which is really, really weird for me. But anyway. These are weapon sockets. I keep these healing ones just in case I'm in a very tight situation and I actually need to heal them. Sometimes they actually come very much in handy.
Hello again,
so
friend.
This guy. I actually don't choose now that I have this. What's this? Overseer Halberd. I mean, I love halberds, so I will store this one. But I have no reason to actually use it, especially if it's heavyweight and it's worse than 2 ones I'm always using. So let me just... How did I miss it? Oh, here it is. Alright.
In Radiance, Judgment.
Nothing new.
Our Immaculate Lady will bring redemption.
He probably has nothing new to say, to be honest. I didn't do anything that made him say anything new. Oh!
So the tablets are all here. Just one more left, human.
Alright, that's good. I actually pick up stuff.
Traveler, there is often no greater misjudgment than power being placed in the hands of one unfit for it. And Galinda's calloused hands and heart will only bring misery with the power of the runes. The final tablet. Bring it to me, and I...
No funny ideas, you treacherous dog. Remember, as long as you're wearing those manacles, if I die, you die. Galinda's already learning so much. She'll see those idiots back in Sturlevo choke on their words.
You see, she didn't do anything that makes me oppose her. Like, he's talking all wise words, right? But I'm sorry. She has been helping me with my weapons, and he apparently made a mistake in the past. She did nothing wrong as far as I know. She's just messing tools, and he's just promising me that, oh, you're doing something really bad, without giving any evidence or backing up what he's
Another
saying.
like you roams Mornstead, traveler. A man I encountered long ago. One already burdened then. A burden which has only increased enormously in the years since.
Right.
And taken a heavy toll. Had prolonged exposure to that obscure force so baneful to humanity. And his is a bleak, ruinous road.
That cut off kind of weirdly. I didn't press any buttons, so I don't know why it cut off.
Enough chit-chat. There's work to be done.
I agree with her. So, can I upgrade this? No, I do not have enough material. Can I upgrade this? No, not enough material because the same thing. This is the same story. Do I want to upgrade anything else? I could upgrade this, for example, even though I don't use it. But I decide that it's going to be one that I will use. And I can also upgrade this guy. And this guy as well if I get 500. Right? So let me do that because, again, I decided, oh, I can actually have 2 sockets on this. It's interesting. And 2 sockets on this as well. Nice. Which means, man, I'm acting like I have ADHD. Right, so let's do this step by step first. Let me see if I can
You
sell it.
again.
Oh no, I have extra of this, so I don't need to sell. So socket runes, I can... Oh, what does this do? Increase agility scaling. That makes a lot of sense in this. Right? And this guy, I can add to it. Increase strength scaling. And I would need one that says increase agility scaling. And this one I can add to its increase strength scaling. Alright, so I need one that says increase agility scaling, which means I need 700. 700.
You again.
Aha! You again! 700. Can I actually get to 700 by selling anything that is not important? By the way, the reason I watch memories is to get this currency, which is used for remembrance weapons, basically, because there are remembrance weapons, or the equivalent of them in this game. Okay, so I need to farm a little bit. And I'm glad that I need to farm even a little bit, because I can show off the sport of farming. So, let's go to it. And you will understand now why it's kind of how you can take advantage of the game misguided distribution of souls gaining when you kill something. So, this guy, which is early on, is Bane, but now it's not. Right? Gives. Now I'm at 650. $500. The guy that I immediately one-shot next to the pistol. Right? Then you can do this. Right? And then go with a bow. aim somewhere here. This guy gets triggered, hopefully. Sometimes he doesn't respawn for some reason. Right, when he doesn't respawn, just kill the guy over there. Really. And then he might walk out. When he does, shoot him. That will trigger him. Look this way, make sure it happens. He just eats himself. Now I don't need to go down. I just grab the stuff from far away like this. And voila, I got another 500. Usually this guy just then aggroes. And then he one-shot him. Grab the stuff. Usually, if you were doing this early on, you wouldn't be able to one-shot them per se. But this is enough. Like this one already gave me 1,200. So each run is like 1,200, 1,400, depending on how far you're going to go. And if you get items, you can sell. If you get his helmet, for example, that big guy's helmet, that's 250. If you don't want to keep it, multiple it. And then now I can go buy an agility socket and upgrade the weapon that I wanted to upgrade for 1k. And now I don't have any vigor that I need to worry about. That's, I know people go like, oh, you're playing this wrong, what else was? I still lose some vigor sometimes. Sometimes I'm put in situations where I just die and I can't get the vigor back and I lost like a few thousands like that way. But that's, in my opinion, acceptable.
You again.
What is this? Increase agility, attribute scaling, reduce strength scaling. Why would I do that? Why is it so expensive? What's this? Increase agility scaling. This makes sense. It's the one that I want. Increase strength, reduce agility. This is actually useful for these weapons that don't care about agility scaling. So before I make this purchase, I'm gonna upgrade no matter what. This guy. Right? And I can upgrade this guy another time because I have enough materials, so I need like 1,500. So I will go formal a few souls. But you get the gist. I'm not gonna do that on record. It doesn't make any sense. Now what I want to look is, this guy's scaling is strength and agility. This guy is also strength and agility. BC, DD. So it makes more sense on this guy, because in this guy increasing strength and reducing agility, I don't think will result in more damage. Doesn't make sense to me. But here, DD and increasing strength and reducing agility, I mean, it's too expensive at the same time. No, I think it's too expensive. I don't think I will do this now. It doesn't make any sense to me. I think it's too expensive.
You again.
There's no real numbers because it doesn't even show you after you equip it what it's actually doing. And I don't really dual wield at the moment. I'm just doing this for the funsies of it. But yeah, I could at some point make this also scale even better with strength and less with agility. Or if I find something even more broken than that, I will use it. Because now while it says that this weapon is dealing 277 per hit, because of the green letters you see on the top, B and C, about greened out, that means that they are doing slightly more than that. So even though it says 277, if I go hit something, it will probably deal 311 or something like that, even a bit more, which is very powerful. But anyway, I think I'll end it here. At some point I'll have enough endurance to be able to run the build like this, but that would make me heavy at the moment, so I'm not going to do that. I can't even have dual wielding right now, because that will also make me heavy. And I don't think, for some reason, they programmed it such it doesn't deal that much more damage. I think it deals, and instead of the two weapons damage together, like only 130% of the damage of holding only one weapon if they are both the same level. If they are not the same level, you're dealing way less than that. So I don't know why they did that, but they did that way. So dual wielding also isn't very attractive in my opinion, and it's a bit slower. But anyway, it's a good game, it's a fun game, it's not as difficult as other bows, and again, one of the cool stuff about it is even if you don't have a bow, you still have your hand, and with your hand you can throw very powerful items at the enemies that deal a ton of damage. if you wish. But I prefer the bow approach, where I have one powerful one that uses less ammo for shots. The poison one is just there. I don't think I'll be using it, but since my weapon is also poison, maybe against a certain boss, I'll have 2 hits in. I'll be like, if I hit him with the arrow or poison, that will trigger the poison. Poison is pretty strong in this game. But anyway, whoever watches this, or the last one,